Hi everyone, I'm Helena Patience from Entreflow Consulting Group. I wanted to share a really kick-ass tool with you today. Our team has been listening to Scaling Up by Verne Harnish. We have an Audible account that we listen to nerdy business books on. It's a really good book if you haven't read it or listened to it. For those of us who don't have time to sit down with a book but can listen to it in the car or on our way around town. It's really awesome. And within it, there are some really cool tools that I think are helpful for us to not only use with our clients to help them grow their business, but also to help us grow our business. And one of the tools is called the Rockefeller Habits Checklist. And what we basically did as a team last week in our team meeting is we went through the checklist as a team to see where we were stacking up in a number of different categories. So some of the categories include the execution team is healthy and aligned. Everyone is aligned with the number one thing that needs to be accomplished this quarter. To move the company forward, communication rhythm is established and information moves through the organization accurately and quickly, yada, yada, yada. So lots of these different categories that essentially, if you are doing all of these things within each of these categories, you should be well primed to scale up controlled and effectively without it being a complete mess. Growing quickly is a very dangerous thing to do unless you are prepared for it. You need to have the right people and processes and systems in place to do that. And I think that this checklist is a really good gut check to see where there might be some gaps in your business or some areas in your blind spots that you haven't noticed. And I thought it was a really cool exercise, perhaps a bit ballsy too, to sit with our team and get them to complete this checklist with us, because it gave them the opportunity to be real with us, the owners, about what was not in place or maybe not working as effectively as we hoped in our business. And the great thing is it's no judgment. It's just, this is just check in. This is where we're at right now. Okay, cool. And then from here, we've got some takeaways on things to work on and look into. And then in a month or so from now, we can bring out the old checklist again and see how we're doing. And the cool thing is there were actually a lot of things that we had already implemented in place, and we got to clap and celebrate those wins. So it was a great positive exercise, and something that I recommend everyone does, on your own with your business partners or with your team. I highly recommend with your team because they're going to give you honest feedback, hopefully, that'll only help you to grow your business. And then also, great little tool to take to your clients to help them to see, where are they perhaps missing out on some structure that are going to help them grow. And what I like about this too is I find that sometimes with business owners, you could be telling them the same thing all the time and they just don't hear it. And then it's maybe the way that you're talking about it or how you're delivering it, or they're just not really listening ears for that feedback yet, if you know what I mean. So this is a cool tool in that it's a third-party thing that could be giving them the same information that you've been trying to tell them, but maybe it'll come to them in a different way so that they can actually hear that and then work with you to help for you to help them, get that structure in place. Okay, cool. So we're going to put a link below to this checklist. There's a whole bunch of other tools on the website for scaling up, and I recommend you checking those out too. Listen to the book or read it if you've got time to do that. Let us know what you think. Write some comments below if you've tried this exercise before, if you've read the book, any thoughts, anything that's any insights that you got from it. I'd love to hear your thoughts there. So again, I'm Helena Patience from Entreflow Consulting Group, and thanks again for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe so you can get more business tips. And also, we do an appy hour every week, and we review a cool app that you should check out. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.